There is one story that relates to him building my confidence, his trust in me, and then feeling like we're a team, like you said at the first part of this interview. It was when I was 16 and I had just gotten my license. It was the summertime, so I was off of school. And he wakes me up and he's like, Madeline, I'm double booked for a meeting. I need you to fill in for me. And I was like, what? I'm 16. I don't know anything. But again, he had been sitting me on his lap, obviously when I was a child, not an adult, but he's been teaching me what he does. So I have a general idea, of what he does. And he's like, there's this pre-proposal meeting in Long Beach. I need you to drive to Long Beach. And essentially it was this little park that was getting renovated and there was an old bridge on it. He's an engineer, so he was gonna work on the bridge, and then we need to partner with a landscape architect to do the landscaping around the bridge. And he's like, okay, your job is to go to this pre-proposal meeting, sign in, and then meet as many landscape architects as you can, get their business cards, give them yours, and then we'll follow up with them later. And I'm like, Dad, what? I'm like...
Sounds complicated.
I know.
I'm going to need 3 vanilla steamers before I can even think about this.
Yeah, and he was like, no worries, you got it. I was like, okay. So I put on the most professional outfit I had. Luckily, from Model UN, I did have kind of a blazer and, a skirt and heels. So I drive there. I'm like, all right, here it goes, and I basically had to play a detective, right? Because if I start talking to someone and they are an engineer, then I need to end that conversation and move on to the next, because I got to get as many landscape architects as I can. So I'm going around, and I mean, to be honest, there was only 1 or 2 women there, and it was 30 men who were probably my dad's age, so around 45, 50 or so, and then there's just me, the 16-year-old girl, and I'm just okay.
Very intimidating, I would imagine.
Yeah, you think, but I also had a sense of calm just because my dad had so much belief in me. He made it sound like, this is no big deal, just go do this. And I was like,
just
okay.
Get it done. Yeah.
Okay. So then I came back with 10 business cards, they were all landscape architects. I successfully exchanged mine, and then he was like, okay, can you follow up with them? I was like, what? So he had me email them and say great meeting you today. Just wanted to follow up, and it was just a great learning experience. But I think it made me feel really close to my dad because, again, he trusted me with his job, right? He was go out here and do this and be part of the team. And he trusted me, or he built my confidence because he made me feel yes, I can do this. It doesn't matter if I'm 16, doesn't matter if I'm a woman, whatever, I'm capable, I can go out there and do it. And then also it just increased that bond of what we have that, is a common interest that we share together, right? So we both entrepreneurial things and feeling successful and checking things off the to-do list, and that was a huge thing that made me feel okay, I did that. I think that was a good lesson that that he taught me.